The Affidavit of Bona Fide Marriage. What is it, and do you need it when you're applying for your marriage-based green card? My name is Ben Frear, and on this video, I'm going to answer those questions. Okay, so what am I talking about? Affidavits of bona fide marriage are sworn statements from family members and friends who have knowledge of your relationship, and they are used to show that your marriage is legitimate. So do you need to present these things when you're making your green card application? And the answer is no, it's not absolutely essential. However, I try to submit these for every marriage-based green card case I file because they're beneficial, and they're beneficial for a number of reasons. The first reason why I submit affidavits of bona fide marriage is because they just make the adjudicator's life a little bit better. So just try to put yourself in the shoes of a USCIS adjudicator. Imagine that they're sifting through hundreds, if not thousands, of applications every week. Now let's face it, most of these applications are going to be super dry and boring. So what could you do to make their lives better? Well, you could provide them with some interesting reading. Letters from family members and friends can tell stories about your relationship and add some pizzazz to an application packet that may be dull and boring otherwise. A well-crafted affidavit just makes the adjudicator's life a little bit better and encourages goodwill. The second reason why you should consider submitting these affidavits is that they go a long way in showing the true nature of your relationship. Now, it is a sad reality that immigration fraud happens fairly regularly. And as a result of these shenanigans, USCIS is on high alert for phony marriages. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but what this means for you is that you have to focus a little bit more of your energy on producing documentation that shows that you're not one of those scamsters. You do have a legitimate relationship. And affidavits from family members and friends can help you to achieve this objective by providing a glimpse into your everyday life as a couple. Now, as I mentioned, I always like to present these for my clients as long as I can get good affidavits. But there are certain people who really need to present them. These affidavits are really important for people who don't have a lot of other quality evidence to show that their relationship and their marriage is real. So for example, if you've been with your spouse for a short period of time, you're not going to have a lot of the other evidence that people who had a longer term relationship would have. For example, you're not going to have a ton of pictures. You may not have a lot of evidence of shared financial responsibility. So if this is what your situation's like, then it really would be helpful to provide these affidavits of support to strengthen your application. So who should you ask for these affidavits? Well, obviously the best people to ask are people who know both you and your spouse really well. I once had a client who asked her uncle to write a support affidavit for her, and when I read the letter, when I read the affidavit, it said that he had never even met the spouse. Don't ask people who do not know both yourself and your spouse. Shoot for maybe 5, maybe 7 people who do actually know about your relationship and can offer something meaningful to say about it. So to summarize, the Affidavit of Bona Fide Marriage is a statement that can be used to show that your marriage is the real deal. And most green card applications can benefit from these, especially when the evidence of the bona fide nature of the relationship is relatively weak. Hopefully this helped. If you enjoyed this video, please like it or share it with someone who could benefit from it. Thank you for your time.